Jordan, Vic Square Mini Golf, walk us through, what it's all about, what's going on, and how you guys kind of got into it.
Well, it's an 18-hole indoor glow-in-the-dark mini golf. It's brand new, newest one in Saskatchewan and whatnot. And we really wanted to show Regina that Vic Square is really focused on multiculturalism. So while we did a survey a while back saying, hey, what could Regina benefit most from? There was a huge, overwhelming response of like entertainment. And when we broke it down, a lot of people wanted, like a mini golf, something like that. So we thought, okay, well, why not? What better way to combine our multicultural views with what the people want than to make it, around the world themed? So we've got props from all around the world. You start off with a couple of Canadian ones and move on through the world, and each prop has a little blurb about why it's significant, how long it's been around and such.
That's awesome. So mini golf, it's been a while since I've been, and I think the last one was, probably 10, 12 years ago now. But I loved it. When I saw it right away, I said, we should get them on, talk about it, because it's something different to do. And especially a place like Regina, Saskatchewan, that's always windy, it's snowing half the time, more than half the time.
Mm-hmm.
It rains. So, when you brought mini golf here, where do you see, are you guys seeing a lot of traction right now lately? Like what's it like, from start, from the start date? Sorry.
So, the weekdays, they're generally not so busy. You can walk in, get in, right there. But the weekends, everyone's looking for that thing to do. So obviously it's full and everyone's booking online and such. So it's got to the point where we're turning people away and being like, hey, if you want to come back in a couple of hours when it dies down. But Regina loves it. It's great, especially on windy days like this. We see a little bit of an increase because, what else is there to do outside?
Yeah, no, exactly. So expanding wise, I mean, are you guys just going to run this one for, a year, 2 years, and then kind of see, where it goes? Or are you going to try and get another one going in the, Southland or Northgate Mall? Where are you guys at for, future plans?
We don't have anything set in stone yet as for expansion, but definitely this one is going to be a staple. This one's going to be here for as long as, I know.
Awesome. So mini golf again, I mean, obviously, it's an activity people can do. Anyone can do it. It's fun. I'm trying to think, like, are there other plans? Are there tournaments coming up? Do you guys have events going on? Is there music playing? Like where are you guys at with all that?
Yeah, we got music playing all the time. It's a really good playlist too. As for tournaments and such, we're actually looking to make one pretty soon. No, nothing set in stone yet, but we're just trying to get the logistics of it set up so that way we can have tournaments. We can post, like standings and such on Facebook and whatnot. Like, yeah, a lot planned for later on. But right now, it's just more so getting the bases settled and introducing the world to Vic Square Mini Golf.
So hours, prices, just all that for us as well.
Yeah, so hours of operation right now, we got 11 to 9, Monday to Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday is 11 to 11. And then Sunday is 11 to 9. If you're looking for admission, your general admission is $15.99. Or children and seniors, so 12 and under and 65 and up, $10.99. A family pass, so 2 adults, 2 kids, that'll run you about $45 plus tax. And if you're coming with your buddies on the weekend, you can get the buddy pass. 4 adults, it's $55 plus tax.
Awesome. Okay, and where can everyone find Vic Square Mini Golf?
Right at the front entrance, right across from Safeway.
Awesome. And then on social media and website?
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook, VS Mini Golf, and then on Instagram at Vic Square Mini Golf.
Okay, Jordan, we'll have to dust up my my putter and get out there at some point here. I'll bring the boys out with the Off the Hosel crew, and we'll do some content or whatever, and we'll figure something out.
Sounds great.
Okay, thanks for coming on today, Jordan.
No worries.
All right, we're pleased to have on today from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. He's a young stud, up-and-comer, played his junior hockey for the Vernon Vipers of the BCHL, moved on to play for the University of Michigan in the Big Ten Hockey League. A guy that can golf as well. After all that, we're pleased to have on today Jimmy Lambert.
What's going on, boys?
Oh, Coach, you forgot one thing.
What if I forget?
This guy's jawline can cut glass.
Good Lord.
He's a little bit of a man missile.
Yeah, you look kid.
So, okay, after all the technical difficulties and audio issues, we got him on. We're here. I'm in Regina. Turner's in England. And Jimmy, you're in where? Connecticut? So
Yeah, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay, so right away, my first question is: first off, what's going on with you? What's new? What's happening in Jimmy's world?
Yeah, obviously, my season just ended in Michigan. We lost in the Frozen Four out in Boston, and then a few days after that season ended, I came out to Bridgeport to finish off the year in the AHL, and it's been good so far. I haven't gotten in a game quite yet, but we made a late playoff push, got into the playoffs, and now I'm just practicing with the team. It's going well, enjoying it.
Fuck, I see that right there. Perfect. Sign me to that. Just a practice roster. That's all I want to do. Just practice with the pro team. Give me the gear, give me the sticks, snap it around, just quick 4 blues. That's all I need. No time.
Yeah.
No time. No, that's sweet, man. That's good. That's, as I was watching especially your last year of college, you guys had I think a successful year. Obviously not the outcome you guys wanted at the end, but yeah, kudos to you. Sick 4 years. And yeah, I kind of want to go into, a younger Jimmy though. I mean, you're still young, but growing up in Saskatoon, hobbies, what you were up to, sports, obviously hockey, but I met you on the golf course, I believe, and I just said the Blazers camp one time, but walk us through a young Jimmy Lambert.
Yeah, no, I was into a lot of things. I mean, growing up in Saskatoon, playing hockey, and then the summers, I love to play on the golf course. It's probably where you would see me 90% of the time in the summers on the golf course, and just enjoying it, having fun with a lot of the good Saskatchewan golfers like Ty Campbell, Mark Sweeney. We're just always out there at Riverside, just shooting the shit and having fun during the summers. But yeah, it's pretty much it. Just hockey and golf. It kind of sounds like a boring life, but that's kind of all I really like to do, and hang out with family,
No, for sure. Well, I want to get, and I'm going to let Turner go off this one, but you played for Saskatoon Contacts, and then this is where I think I remember meeting you, was at a Blazer camp. You were like 4'6", and then the following summer you grew, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's tall as shit now. But you had a pretty successful year or 2 years of the Contacts, and then you wanted to play junior, and Turner will go over that. But walk us through your time with the Saskatoon Contacts and just your AAA days.
Yeah, like you said, I was a little shrimp out there in the minor hockey days. I got cut from a few teams. I got cut from the Blazers one year. I got cut from the Contacts, and also in the same year. And I played house midget just because I was very undersized, and it was good for me. Battle through a little bit of adversity at a young age is always good for a guy. And, it turned out to work out for me. Obviously played for the Contacts for 2 years, and, I was still a little bit undersized my first year in midget, but stuck with it and grew that summer, like you mentioned, and kind of took off after that, playing with Garrett Pilon and Cole Lind on a line. I think Cole set the records for goals in a season, and Garrett had like 86 points or something like that. So, they both have NHL games. And it's a pretty good line if you ask me. So it was a lot of fun. I kind of looked at my last season as a do or die season for the Contacts. I didn't really have anything going for me. I wasn't a drafted forward into the WHL. Didn't really know what was next, and just stuck playing hockey, having fun, and it ended up working out for me, and ended up going out west to play in the BCHL.
Well, before Turner jumps in here, thanks for getting cut your first year, because you saved me a spot on the team. So thanks, Jimbo. Appreciate it. But you're doing way better than I am now. So Turner.
Coach, this line, his 17-year-old year in midget was an absolute joke.
Look at these guys.
What?
The three-headed monster.
It was just, they would each have a goal every game. It was just stupid trying to play against them.
And probably a fast line too, like Pilon, Lander, and then Jimbo just flying down the. Are you a winger now, or you play center?
I played center all year.
Okay.
But back then I played right wing. Lynn played left wing, and Pilon played down the middle. And three righties on that line, but Garrett's just a wizard with the puck, and Cole can rip it. So it was two fun guys to play with.
I love it. Rip, go ahead.
It was dumb. It's dumb. All right, we'll move into your BCHL career here. Well, you mentioned that you really didn't have anything going. So where when did Vernon first contact you? Like where were you guys playing, and how did they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I think we were in the Max tournament. It was at Christmas time. We were in the Max tournament. That was the first time I met the head coach there, Mark Ferner. It was after one of the games. We had a pretty solid tournament. I think we made it to the quarterfinals, and we lost to a team that we shouldn't have lost to. But our line had a pretty solid tournament, and that definitely helped me. My personal stock. And then after that, we went to a tournament in Kelowna, which is obviously in British Columbia, which was huge for me because all those teams were able to get a live look at me, which was huge, and I ended up actually getting that MVP of the tournament there, which was nice. And I kind of had pretty much every team knocking at my door, which was great. Obviously having options is what you want. So I ended up picking Vernon. I had some family there, and it's just a beautiful city. I really I like the coaching staff that they had there, so I ultimately ended up picking there.
So did you ever have a thought of playing in the SJ or the MJ or the AJ at all? Or were you ever planning to play in Saskatchewan?
Yeah, actually, it's a funny story. So after my first year, my 16-year-old year with the Contacts, I went to Melfort Mustangs camp. I think I was like a listed player with them, or however it works. I'm not sure what the term is. But I made that team. I made the Melfort Mustangs out of camp as a 17-year-old. So I had to make a choice of whether or not I wanted to play for them or I wanted to go back for another year of Contacts. Obviously, I went back to the Contacts, but it'd be interesting to see where I would be if I ended up staying in the SJ. But nothing against the SJ, but I think I'm pretty happy I didn't end up staying there.
No, for sure. Well, after 3 years playing with the Contacts, and then go to playing 3 years in the BCHL with the Vipers. Sick name, by the way, Vernon Vipers. You pursue a chance to play one of the biggest schools, University of Michigan. First off, how does that work for, because I'm sure people listening right now that are in AAA or U18 AAA nowadays want to know how it works. So walk us through how you got the opportunity to play, for a big school like that.
Yeah, obviously, playing the BCHL helps a lot. It's a lot easier for those schools out east to travel into British Columbia as opposed to Saskatchewan. You got Vancouver and all these cities right around Vancouver where we play. So travel is just a lot easier, and it's a little bit nicer of a place to go to for those guys. It's almost like a vacation when they come watch players. So just the overall location, it helps out a lot. But the BCHL also has a great showcase every year where you get every single team playing 2 games in one weekend in Chilliwack, BC. And I think this year it might have been in Penticton. They might be rotating now, but it allows all of those colleges, I think every year, every single school is represented at the BCHL showcase, and just allows them to really see players and get some exposure. So the BCHL is just a lot of exposure. And for me, obviously going there was huge because I had no college interest from anyone before I went there. So making that move is huge for somebody like me.
Love it. Rip.
So when you committed to Michigan, you were 19. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think I was 19.
Yeah. So was your plan always to go play there at 21, or were you planning there to go at 20?
Actually, yeah, that reminds me. I think it would have been 20. I committed there. I was at the showcase in Chilliwack, talking to different schools, and right after that was when I committed to Michigan. I went and visited Ohio State and Michigan, and then made my choice after that. So it would have been in my 20-year-old season, committed, and then I left right after that year.
How was that fly down?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. The place is just amazing. The feeling that I had there stuck with me, obviously from my fly down throughout my entire 4 years there. It was just incredible. It's just such an amazing atmosphere, Michigan.
So speaking of that, you end up playing 4 years for the blue and gold. Walk us through the experience. I feel that'd be one of the coolest things to accomplish. Walk us through the fans, the hockey, the facilities. And did you guys do a song too, like that University of Michigan football team does? All or nothing?
Yeah. All or nothing.
It's maize, by the way, not gold.
Yeah, maize and blue. Get it right, Jesus.
What'd I say?
Blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
It's blue.
Maize. No, it's
maize.
No, maize. It's the yellow.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's not yellow either. It's maize.
Okay, go on now.
What was the question?
Exactly. So talking about my colors are scheme now. Okay, so you played for Michigan for 4 years. Walk us through your experience. I feel it'd be one of the coolest things to accomplish. The facilities, the hockey, the fans, campus. Why would someone else want to go there, I guess?
I mean, when I was there, just everyone talks about the Michigan difference. Everything is top class. I mean, we get treated like kings. We get, whatever gear we want. We hop onto a bus, drive right up to a charter jet, hop on the jet and fly anywhere. It's at Michigan than we do here in the AHL. We bus everywhere here. So, it feels like a little bit of a step down getting treated like a king at school, but it's just junior. Things, or back to junior. It's just things like that. I mean, everything, you get every single year you get kitted out with a bunch of Nike and Jordan gear. I probably have about 30 pairs of brand new Nike running shoes. Probably have only worn 3 or 4 of them. You just get everything you could ever imagine. Obviously you're getting a top of the line education, if you go play major junior, obviously it's a lot of fun and everything. But while I was here, I was getting a great education, and obviously there's a lot of life after hockey, and that education in my back pocket is going to do me well, once I'm done playing.
Sure.
So it's just things like that. But the campus is amazing. I mean, you go to the big house and watch a football game, there's 115,000 people in there just screaming their faces off. Maybe a little intoxicated too, but that's another story. But yeah, and then there's just a lot of other fun things like the sororities, the fraternities. They always throw big day parties during the day of football games on the weekends, and those are a lot of fun to go see. You got just massive houses packed with students just having the time of their lives. And it's really, when you go back and look at it, think about it, like all the memories, it's kind of hard to unpack just because every day is something new there. There's just so many great resources for you to succeed, and I think that's why anyone who has a chance to go there should. I mean, it's the best program in the NCAA, and they always produce a lot of high players, high talented players. So it's just a lot of fun, and you meet a lot of great people along the way.
Wow. Well said. Turner.
We'll stick with Michigan here. Was there any situation or any moment while you were playing? Like, I know you guys had pretty crazy crowds there where you were like, holy shit, like this is sick. Is there any memory that pops out of your head?
I mean, there's a few games when, I'll just talk about some of the great experiences of playing there. Like, anytime we had Michigan State or Ohio State in the building, we'd be packed. Well, we had a record of 17 sellouts this year, which is insane. Wow. We only play I think 18 home games. So we had one game where it might've been against Niagara where we had, 5,000 fans instead of 6,000 fans. So, you're just always playing in front of a packed crowd. And Turner, you could probably agree with this. The European crowds are a lot better than North American crowds. And I would say Michigan's crowd is very European. They love to grill the opposing team's goalies or find any dirt that they might have. So you can just, when you're playing, you just hear the chants and they get pretty ruthless. And it's just a lot of fun to play. You obviously got the band, banging away the entire game, which is cool. And And then, my freshman year, we played in an outdoor game in Notre Dame Stadium in front of 50,000 fans, which is pretty crazy. Right after the Winter Classic, I think Chicago and Boston were playing in that game. And then, we played at Madison Square Garden that year as well against Penn State. We lost 5-1, which was tough, but that place was packed. Got to experience New York City for the first time and played at one of the most historical buildings ever. And then obviously we got to play at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, about 8 times, and it's always packed in there. And then this year, obviously went to Boston and played in TD Garden, and, that was pretty special. Obviously it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but, we just play in so many amazing environments. We play on the biggest stage every night, and there's always people watching. So if you're looking for exposure to the next level, you got it at Michigan, that's for sure.
Fuck, that's sick. Hey, what was that one song the whole crowd sang? I don't know what it was on Twitter. Maybe. What song was that?
Maybe Mr. Brightside.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
So they just
The one that Ern tweeted.
Yeah, they just play it, and I think they play it during the second period at Yost Ice Arena, and I'm not sure, like second half of the football game, and the entire crowd, no matter where you are, they just belt it out. It's pretty crazy. Gives you chills when you hear it live.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then those are the people that are also yelling at you guys to shoot on the power play.
Yeah, same people.
Okay, so I want to ask one quick one here, and then we'll go into what's going on nowadays. But from everything you're saying right now, I don't think there would be a different route for you. But if you could do it all over again, would you do a different route?
What would I do?
If you could do it all over again, would you go a different route?
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I hope somebody would knock me out if I went a different way.
No kidding.
Because like, there's so many places and people that I've met, or places I've been, people I've met, going this route that I wouldn't have met if I'd, gone to major junior. It's just so many great experiences, so many great connections. Like, it's not even about hockey really,
Right.
Yeah, it's not about hockey at all. When you come to a place like this. So no, it's a pretty easy answer. I would never change my choice. Never, ever.
So Turner's gonna have some more names here and whatnot. I want to bring up just a couple of guys. I know you play with, I think Turner said Quinn Hughes 1 year. Owen Power, Beniers, Johnson. Some of these guys that you play with are obviously, I think they had a record setting, I think 6 first rounders this year in the past NHL draft. 7. Sorry. Fuck. Jeez. Maze.
Don't
6,
disrespect.
7. Anyhow, so a lot of good prospects go on, in the first round. What was it like, going from your first year, obviously playing with a guy like, I believe it was Quinn, correct me if I'm wrong, and then to play with those guys now, how much did you learn as a player yourself, even being a senior guy?
Yeah, obviously when I was a freshman, playing with Quinn was pretty cool. It was really my first close up in-person look at a first rounder and a top 10 pick. And, you really just saw, where you need to be if you want to play at that level. And one of the crazy things about him is that, as soon as he got to the NHL, it wasn't like he did anything different. He was just doing even more things. Like, he looked like he was even better. He was too good for college hockey. And once he got to the pro ranks in the NHL, he just really took off. And, obviously this year and last year playing with, I think we had 4 of the 5 top picks in the draft. Obviously it was pretty special playing with those guys, but you just learn something from them every day. They're always, finding extra time to be on the ice, just working on their craft. Like Owen Power and Ken Johnson, they were my roommates this year, along with Philip LaPointe, and they were just all night long watching hockey, just, learning little things. And now they're playing in this show. So I'm the one watching them now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, playing with those guys is amazing. They surprise you every single day with something new.
That's awesome. Turner?
So playing with, I think Kent's in 02. Playing with younger guys like that, like it's crazy. I mean, you're 4 or 5 years older than these guys, but did you take away any, like, did they teach you anything from just their work ethic or just little things?
How to party.
Yeah, how to party. Yeah, 18-year-old teaching how to party.
Yeah. No, I think honestly, the biggest thing I learned from those guys is confidence. Obviously, it's something you have to work for, but it's really a mentality, you know, just knowing who you are as a person and a player and sticking to that and not changing that no matter what you do, just because if you do, you know, you're not playing to your strengths. And that's what those guys do. They didn't really care, you know, if they tried something, if they messed up, you know, they just got right back up and they kept going. And, you know, that's one thing from those guys is every single day they're pushing themselves, you know, they're making themselves uncomfortable because that's really important when you're playing at this level. And, you know, they're just striving for a new level every single day and every game. And that's one thing, you know, it's just be confident in yourself. You know, sometimes you might not have that confidence, you know, it comes and goes in waves, but it's just always working forward to, you know, getting that confidence back and just playing with it at all times, because, you know, that's important. If you want to make it to the next level, it's just having confidence and believing in yourself and betting on yourself.
Yeah. Just like you did.
Yeah, exactly.
The Jimmy way.
So now we're at today. We talked about it right off the top of the podcast. You know, recently signed a pro contract with the AHL Bridgeport Islanders. First, how special was that for you? Special, and obviously, how special was it for you, your family? I mean, like, you know, you're one more step closer to playing in the National League. You know, I think it's super cool. And you talked about confidence, and you know, now you're there. Right now, you're playing the American League now. Got to prove yourself, and you know, just your thoughts on it all.
Yeah, no, it's pretty special. It's been a long, hard road for me. It's been a long, hard road for anyone who makes it to this point, and it takes a lot of sacrifice from, you know, my friends and my family, just supporting me all the way up. You know, playing minor hockey in Saskatchewan is not cheap, and it's not easy for, you know, a family to, you know, put somebody into midget AAA. It costs a fortune. And, you know, my parents worked really hard to, you know, give me that opportunity. So, you know, I'm obviously thankful for that, but, you know, just making it to this point in my career is pretty special. It's something that I've dreamt of doing as a kid, playing pro hockey. And now that I'm here, you know, you don't really appreciate it as much as you should. Sometimes you take things like this for granted. And, you know, I'm just trying to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one practice at a time, and, you know, slowly work my way up to the NHL. And that's obviously a dream of mine. And I think I can do it. Just got to, you know, stay patient.
That was kind of like a Creed moment there. Hey, Rip.
Yeah, it was.
What did they say again? One punch, one breath. Something else that time? I don't know what it was.
No clue, buddy.
Not even a Creed. Okay.
You're talking to yourself right now.
Usually how it works. Okay, golf game. How is it since the last time I've seen you? Did you play much down in Michigan? Walk us through the golf game.
Yeah, actually, golf in Michigan's pretty sick. I mean,
you guys own course, like right there.
Yeah, we have 2 courses on campus.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they're private. They're not open to the public, so it's pretty sick. $300 membership for the entire summer.
You see a free $100 free?
3. Well, pretty much free. If you break it down, I'm probably playing 70 times a summer, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much free.
That's wild.
But yeah, it's pretty funny, you know, wake up in the morning and, you know, go work out and then skate after that. And then, you know, 1 o'clock rolls around and you just hop on your moped, strap your clubs on your back and rip a couple blocks down.
I forgot you guys got mopeds. Jesus Christ.
You know, the first time you do that, it's a little sketchy, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. You got a little extra weight on the shoulders, swinging around, maybe lose a putter down the road, but yeah, it's all good.
So you didn't mention school though between that. You just said you wake up, work out, skate, and then go to the golf
summer,
course.
bud.
Yeah, that's in the summer. You don't have school.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Like that switch, eh, coach?
Church.
But yeah,
Sorry.
but yeah, no. It's one of the courses in Alistair McKenzie design. He designed Augusta National, and the other one's Pete Dye, and we all know who Pete Dye is. So, two world-class courses. One of them's a lot like Riverside, and then the other one's just its own. I couldn't even describe it to or compare it to another course that we know. But yeah, they're great courses. Very tough. Golf game while I've been here is, I haven't played as much as I would like, but it's been not bad. I think I've only had like maybe a handful of rounds under par at the Michigan courses. They're pretty tough, very fast, narrow. They force you to hit every shot, cut the ball, draw the ball. So it's tough, but I played the other day here, and I think I shot like 81. I was using another guy's clubs, and he's like 6'7". He's a big D-man. We call him Big Shaq. And his clubs were 2 inches extended. So you can imagine how that went for me.
You're choking up on everything.
Yeah, basically I had my hands on the metal.
Your driver shaft's bending around your back like that.
Yeah. No. But yeah, the game, I think I shot like 81, but it wasn't bad for the first time out. It was pretty cold. It's not very warm here, but yeah, last summer the game was pretty good actually. I fired a 29 at the Willows on the back nine. I think I was like 3 over on the front, but it was pretty good. I had 2 hole out eagles and eagle on a par 5.
That helps.
Yeah, but yeah, I know that other than that day, like my golf season wasn't that good. I just never hit balls anymore. Like if I go play, I'm just playing. Like I'm never practicing, and that
right
creeps up on you big time. So I need a few good range sessions a week if I actually want to be able to compete with guys like you.
Well, that does sound pretty sweet, though. Not gonna lie, like playing that at those courses, I can only imagine how nice they are. And obviously, I'm sure you've played some around in the area, but yeah, it's wild. Turner, I think we should go to our segment called "Questions from the Gallery." Agree?
Absolutely.
There it is. Right now. Sleeping at the wheel. Rubber Co. Sponsored by Rubber Co. Was founded in 2021. 100% made out of recycled tires. We have tons to offer, such as rubber ramps, rubber curbs, rubber parking blocks, and now our new hockey devices, rubber deflectors. Check us out on social media at Rubber Co. or the website at www.rubberco.com, or can call today 306-541-9840. Jimmy and all Michigan students, please think with your head and choose the right rubber.
I'm gonna be dreaming of Rubber Co. after that.
Rubber Co. right here the whole time.
Rubber Co.
There it is.
Rubber Co.
Okay. These are questions that we're gonna ask. You have to answer them all. Honestly, you can't say no. You can't say pass. So, biggest goal in your college career?
Would have been the game tying goal in the Frozen Four at Boston 2 weeks ago. Obviously, we ended up losing, but
that was chills there. That's wild.
Yeah, dude, that'd been nasty. I was watching that game. It was fucking 4 a.m. here.
Oh yeah, it's a little early.
Streaming. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, that one was electric.
I couldn't imagine, dude. That would have been just insane. What? I'm sleeping right now here, fellas. Who's the best guy you ever played against in college?
That's a tough one. I would probably say the toughest guy I ever played against. Probably Jack Hughes or Cole Caulfield. Caulfield was so good in college. He scored like a goal a game. Wow. But Jack Hughes, I think he had like 4 points when we played against him, and he was just so good.
Where did he play?
The U.S. program, the U18 team. They would play college teams.
Okay. Nasty.
Yeah.
Favorite beverage after a round of golf?
Arnold Palmer. I've got some in my fridge right now.
That's not a bad drink, actually.
Yeah.
Arnold Bomber.
Okay, here's one for you. Pranks in the room you've seen or you've pulled or have been pulled on you.
This year was pretty good for pranks.
Oh shit, you
there
have
were
6 first rounders in the first 7 picks of the draft.
Yeah, there were some pretty good ones. I think every day somebody got it, but there was a good one actually. We had to go to the security footage to figure out who did it because no one was fessing up. But there were actually 2 guys who, after practice and workout, they had showered up, eaten dinner, and gone to put on their shoes, and they slipped their foot into their shoe, and it was full of shaving cream. Like they just put their shoe on and it was full of shaving cream. Obviously it ruined their shoe. Like I'd be pretty pissed off if that happened to me. And the next day in practice, like whatever, like guys are buzzing in the group chat saying that, who fucking put shaving cream in my shoe or whatever. And nobody was fessing up to it. And the next day we had a meeting in the locker room and we said, like, on the boys, like everybody went around and said, I swear on the boys, it was not me. Everybody went around, like every single guy said, I swear on the boys, it wasn't me. So we're like, who did it? And there's obviously security cameras in like the front room where we walk in at the rink where we all leave our shoes. So we're like, okay, well, we'll go get the security footage. So we go to the rink manager and he pulls up the security footage and it's sitting on our TV when we get back after practice the next day in the locker room. And we click play and you see this big frame. Bill McCulty played a lot of years in NHL. He's our assistant coach, and you see him come scurrying into the picture frame, and he takes shaving cream and puts it in 2 guys' shoes. Our assistant coach was the prankster.
That's unreal.
Yeah, but now every single day somebody's getting water cupped. There's a lot of funny ways to do that, but yeah, guys get water cupped. There's lots of pranks, so it's fun.
I love it. Rip.
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Well, dude, you got any pregame routines? And if you do, just walk us through it.
No, I don't really. I mean, I like to do the same things every day. I like to do whatever makes me feel the best, but I'm not really like superstitious where if I do something at the wrong time, my world's going to come crashing down on me. But I like to keep it light. Get up in the morning, go to the rink, have a stretch and a shower, go on the ice and shoot some pucks if I have time, and then just have a pregame meal, go home, stay hydrated, have a nap, just stay relaxed, and then go to the rink. I don't like to get to the rink too early, so usually show up at the last minute possible before, we get in trouble from the coaches. But yeah, I don't like to get there too early. I feel like I just think about it too much. And then, once I get to the rink, I just tape my sticks, do some stretches, stick handle a little bit, just get feeling good and loose. And then when it's time to get on the ice, just get on the ice and have fun.
Wow. Okay. Favorite barn to play in besides the home barn and worst barn? Maybe not worst barn. Like you just hate going there because it's just going to be a battle.
Cal Tire Place.
Where's that?
That's Vernon's rink, by the way, Coach.
Yeah, that's Vernon's rink. My favorite barn to play in, probably Western Michigan. It's nothing special. Like it's like a typical what rink would it be like? It's a typical like SJHL rink. Like it's cold in there, like bleacher seating. But they had a student section that probably took up half of their seating. I think they probably had get like 4,500 fans in there, and it's just like one whole side of the ice is just filled with their students, and I think they're called the Lawson Lunatics, and they do not hold back. If you take a penalty, you better say a prayer because you're about to get it from
get shredded.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. They really make it fun to play in that rink, and it's just so loud in there.
I asked you earlier before, what's the Michigan song you guys sing in your room when you win?
Oh, man.
And can you sing it for us?
No, don't do it to him.
What
Here, I'll
song
get the
is
clap
it?
going.
Dude, I can't even tell you what it is.
Who
I'm
has
so
better
bad
than
when
us?
it comes
You still
to
say that one?
songs.
Is
Pardon?
that the same one he has used the football team or what? Who
No,
has
it's
a
actually
better
bad.
than us?
I should know this because we won 31 times this year, but
Yeah, right now you're like the worst alumni ever. You can't even say the song.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, we sing "Hail to the Victors" after weekend sweep, but I can't
sing that
remember
one.
what.
Yeah, it's the same as the football one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same for every team at Michigan. "Hail to the Victors." We sing that after we sweep a weekend, but man, I can't remember what the song is. It's really
blew it.
bothering. I blew it.
I blew it. Oh my.
Yeah, it's a good
All
one
right,
though.
Jimmy.
Everyone, it's like
Yeah, it sounds great. I can't wait
yeah,
to
it's
hear
a
it.
great song. It's a great song.
Google it later. Turner, you have any more here?
Yeah. So Jimmy, you mentioned getting basically any equipment you wanted. Were you a type of guy that was always like changing things up and trying new things, or did you find something and you just stuck with it?
No, yeah, I never really changed anything up. I do like new skates though. I think I used 3 pairs this year. I think I might have used 4 pairs the year before that, but I like new skates. So when we say we kind of get whatever we want, we can. We
I'm
have
the
a
same
good
way.
budget.
I'm the same way, but there are some people like Coach is probably losing his marbles right now.
Oh yeah, I'd be just getting like, yep, stick, yep, stick, yep, stick, yep. I'd be trying them all out. I'd be doing everything. Fuck,
Yeah, I
hate
stuck
it.
with it. I used the Nexus all 4 years. I didn't change. I mean, I asked for a few demos of the different ones, but like I never actually stuck with it using a different stick. So
See, maybe a curve. I'm probably similar. The curve I'd keep the same, but I'd try something new for sure. And especially when you have 30 different pairs of shoes, for sure I'm wearing one a day for the next 3 years.
Dude, 29 of those would be on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, maybe I should sell them. I don't know if that's allowed, but
Okay.
yeah, I'd like to give them away though.
Yeah.
Turner, you got any more for him?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Jimmy, last one here. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but I mean, you probably should now full time. But if you do, yeah, you'll know this. You'll know this question. We always finish it off with some piece of advice for a young listener today. Whether it takes to be a college hockey player, go to Div 1, be a doctor, whatever. Just be successful in life. Have some fun with it. So, just some advice for a young listener today.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, if you have something and you're passionate about it, just stick with it. Obviously, there's going to be some hard times and some really good times, but just stick with it. If it's your passion, I'm sure you will, but just always believe in yourself and bet on yourself, because at times some people won't. And I think it's important for you to just believe in yourself and place that bet.
Well said. Jimmy Lambert, man, thanks for coming on the podcast today. I had a lot of fun with this one. I know Turner did. We're wishing you nothing but the best down in Bridgeport. We'll have to get out for golf if you come back to Saskatchewan this summer. We'll set up a golf match or a golf round or whatever. We'll hang out. We'll do something.
Yeah, me and Coach versus you and Linder.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was gonna say Hyder, but Hyder's a fucking snap show, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, Linder's kind of a sandbagger though, so
He's a pigeon.
yeah, he's a pigeon. He's a pigeon.
Okay. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it, man. Best of luck. Like I said, the rest of the way, and we'll stay in touch here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, boys. That was a lot of fun. Minus the Wi-Fi.
Thanks, Jimmy.